Yay. All right, we're recording, like always. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Paranormal. We are your hosts. I am Rachel, and we have...
I am Kaz, and I am Solo.
And I have Harold, who I almost once again called Chester because somehow Chester is subconsciously telling me he needs help.
Apparently. I went down there. He didn't say a word to me. So I was like, well, I guess everything's good, unless he's being held hostage by his new sibling, who is still nameless until he gives me a definitive name other than God, which I'm not calling him.
I should probably turn that down. Turn my volume down. Oh, no, not that.
Oh, no,
turn my volume down, but everything else can be turned up. What is this? My media. Perfect. Yeah. So for those who don't know or haven't seen the videos yet, Kaz found Chester's, I don't know, cousin, brother, sister?
I don't know.
Wife, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Another one of the same as Chester. The new one is actually really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
He's blue with silver, a lot more bells. And I introduced them, and it was interesting. Mm-hmm. And now they are both sitting together on a chair in my spare room. And when I went in and was like, hey guys, how's it going? I didn't get anything come through. I had both Spirit Talker app and Ghost Tube, and nothing came through.
He says,
so either they have... Oh, are you saying that to the new Jester doll?
I called him Lester.
Literally,
that was the first thing that came to my mind. You got Chester and Lester, but I don't know if he's really Lester.
Because I had Dennis. I don't know where Dennis came from, but I was so... And then he got in the car, and I was like, I don't know what to call you. And I keep asking him. And he's given a bunch of names, but they're all like sarcastically done. And then I just don't think, yeah. So we'll see. I will eventually unveil him on one of these shows. It's just going to be nothing but chaos, I'm quite sure.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll wait.
He also got to spend 24 hours sitting in your vehicle in my driveway.
This is true. I picked him up minutes before we were on our way to an investigation overnight. And I was like, hi, I'm your new mom. See you tomorrow. And then he had to sit in my car. Anyone that tried to break into my car overnight was probably like, what the fuck? It's the best alarm system there is. I actually would really love to see their face. They went to Jimmy in, and then they looked down and that thing's sitting there.
Hey, listen, we've got the cameras. We could always check to see.
It would be quite
maybe
funny.
We should check to see if he moved in your car.
That's a very good point. Oh, yes.
Harold screamed. I screamed.
Well, maybe you did. You know what? I actually regret not taking him now to the Beck house. Although, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't have been a good idea because we had a good experience. So maybe he would have shown up and it wouldn't have been that great. Who knows?
I don't know, but we'll go into the Beck house like later on because we're going to do an episode on the Beck house itself, and we'll talk about all of our crazy experiences. I'm gonna hear lots about it again tomorrow night because Ryan is... We have to have this chat.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting when you've got crazy evidence and you want other people to witness it. So,
that audio recorder that he got, like, we need to invest in those because those are pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Those Sony ones. So, yeah.
I couldn't believe how well it picked up.
800 years ago. 800 years ago. I screamed 800 years ago.
Wow.
Or 800 years ago, I screamed. Nice to meet you.
Is that what he screamed? Nice to meet you.
800 years ago. And it was joyfulness.
Oh.
You're very nice today, Harold.
Yes. Is that because your counterpart's not here, so you're not kind of feeding off each other?
Really? He's got someone else to banter now with.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't wait for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we've done. Past a little bit, but we got something fun coming up in a few weeks.
Oh, I'm very excited. Get my fix.
Too. Me too. And then after that, we have like a week off. And then we've got like 3 weeks straight of craziness. Fun stuff.
Amazing.
Gertrude.
Oh, okay, Gertrude, we need last name. If you want to come through, we love it. We just need your last name. So, what's your last name, Gertrude?
Harold, help her. Beautiful. You are beautiful. He's being super nice.
Thanks. But we still need your last name.
Oh my Lord. But anyways. Yeah. But tonight's topic is haunted roads and highways. Because we all love a good haunted road.
Yes, we do.
So there are tons of haunted roads, or at least supposedly haunted roads around us, at least. I can think of a few. So
sorry, that started playing an ad.
I was gonna say, who's that dude talking?
I know. I was like, I can't stop it.
At least it wasn't like you need some Cialis or Viagra.
Exactly. Yes, continue what you were saying. I apologize.
It's okay.
Where is my body?
Not here?
We don't really know.
Yeah, don't know. Harold, Gertrude, whatever the hell your name is all of a sudden.
Yeah, I will look you up right now. That's what I was doing. Is looking to see Union Cemetery. Looking to see if she's in there.
Oh, there's probably a whole
I may as well just have it open up. Oh, cookies.
There will be a whole ton of Gertrudes. I don't know. Maybe Gertrude is attached to the road I'm about to talk about.
Oh, maybe. Oh, we've got a couple. So now we just got to wait. Oh, if you come out with that last name, Vogelslang.
That's just.
If you come up with that last name, that's it. We're starting a whole business. I would love it if you did that. Let's see what she says. Queen Gertrude, come on, Gertie.
She'd like to call her down, like the Price is Right. Like,
come on down or up, I suppose, because you are already down.
Or up. I don't know. Maybe she's up.
Well, I meant down in the ground. I didn't mean you were in hell. Ooh, yes, I should. I meant you were down in your grave. not that you were down in hell.
It's a sacrifice.
Okay. Moving on.
Anyways, we're going to talk about the most infamous road near us, really. And actually in all of Ontario when you talk about it.
Yes, keep talking. I have to let my dog out because of course she needs to go out.
Obviously know where this is. So the what and the where. Well, we're going to discuss the first one right off the bat, just to get it on and over with, is Ghost Road in Port Perry. So Ghost Road is actually the nickname given to this old road on Scugog Island, just outside the village of Port Perry. Today, the route is actually known more formally as the Mississauga Trail, which is the actual name of the road. But its ghostly reputation persists. So picture this. It's just outside Port Perry, no streetlights, no houses close by, even though there's some close, but they're not like right there like a subdivision. Just a narrow gravel road cutting through the darkness near Lake Scugog. So now, the story goes back to the late 1950s, maybe early 60s. Like all good legends, the exact date depends on who's telling it, which is true. I've heard a whole bunch of different stories over the years.
Of course.
But the three things that remain are a young man, a motorcycle, and a straight stretch of road. And, well, lo and behold, he was riding just too darn fast. Now, this is where the stories differ depending on who you're talking to. So at the end of the road,
secrets.
They keep secrets. They do. At the end of the road, a barrier, a fence, a sudden stop. So some say he didn't see the barbed wire in time. Some say it was a rock at the roadside. And some say he simply just misjudged the turn at the end of the road. But the other old thing that's always consistent with this story is that he never made it home. So yeah. So that's just, exactly how you can hear it from hundreds of different people. But so this is the most commonly tale that's told locally. So it's the late 1950s or 60s, and a young man is riding his motorcycle along the road late at night. As the road approached its end near Pine Point Road, he supposedly realized he was going too fast and couldn't stop in time. And according to the legend, he crashed, either being decapitated by barbed wire at the end of the road or hitting his head on a large rock that still exists at the end of the road on the left-hand side if you're heading down Mississauga Trail to Pine Point. From that tragic ending sprang the spooky additions. People claim to have seen a large white light hurtling down the road, which turns into a small red light as it passes, much like a motorcycle headlight and taillight. And some witnesses have also reported hearing phantom motorcycle sounds.
Brum, brum.
Yes. So here is what investigators have actually found. So despite the chilling legend, they found Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh, I think his name was James. Maybe, I don't know. Oh shit, maybe. Despite the
Jimmy James
legend, researchers and local historians have found no official record confirming a fatal motorcycle accident in that area during that relevant time period. So no OPP files, no Durham Region Police files, no hospital records, no obituaries, or newspapers report anything specifically linking to a story like that on that road. Paranormal investigators and enthusiasts have examined sightings and lights, and many optical experts have concluded that the mysterious lights that people do see can often be explained by vehicle headlights.
Did you see me freeze like that?
Oh, Jay did, though. He's laughing.
I froze like this.
Perfect. Anyways, the mysterious lights people can see are often explained by vehicle headlights from distant roads and atmospheric effects over Lake Scugog. Now, I should also say that the road definitely has this weird feeling.
It's eerie, yeah.
100%. We've been there many times, or at least I have. I think you've been once.
I didn't even go down the road. I got to the rock part just to take a picture to say we got there.
Yeah, we'll go. So everybody always faces south when they're looking for the motorcycle, right? So like they think they're gonna see, at night. They face south at night. But the way the motorcycle is supposed to go would be that you would only see it in your rear view mirror and then see it pass you. All right. So so we always face north because he would be riding towards you, so you would see the light. We used to get questions like, "You're facing the wrong way." It's like, no, I'm not. But anyways, and then
Don't forget me.
I won't forget you. Said, don't forget me,
Oh.
Jimmy Knight. Ooh, look for a James Knight.
Done. I'm on it.
But it's also native land, so there's lots of native legends, and we've come across some interesting things. It's also a body dumping ground, or was a body dumping ground, and they've found many murder victims on the side of the road up there because it's so, desolate. Like there's nothing out there. It's swampy, and then because you're out in pretty much the middle of nowhere. We've had encounters with a huge bright light, but we don't know what it was. We just stared at it and drove away. And the person that was actually on the road at that time blew by us down Pine Point doing like Mach 5. They were gone. We couldn't even catch up with them. But so we have that. And then we also have a girl that a bunch of mediums that were with us throughout the years have picked up in the bush, who apparently was murdered. So
Choking.
Don't forget me choking.
There's no night, even if I spell it with a K or no K.
Oh, darn. But anyways, so that's Ghost Road. So in summary here, so Ghost Road or Mississauga's Mississauga Trail, as it's actually called, is a legendary spot near Port Perry with a haunting backstory about a fatal motorcycle crash and unexplained lights. While the ghostly elements are part of local lore and fun storytelling, there really is no documented historical accident to back up the tragic origin story, and many of the reported lights may have plausible natural explanations, like swamp gas and other cars, and maybe UFOs.
I think a lot of smaller towns have that exact story. I know when I lived out near Coburg, there was the same story. It was morphed into the Weird Willie stories, but I know that there was something with a motorcycle on a light.
Not bad.
We're not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. My recollection of it is not bad. Now, there is a Weird Willie or a Willie's grave out there.
We're not bad, bed.
Excuse me. Are you hitting on me? Have we found him a girlfriend yet? Jeez.
No, I have not. Well,
This is
we've
getting
had many,
ridiculous.
but we don't think they would work very well.
That's true. That last one that I sent you, the attitude one, oh my
Other
gosh.
forms.
They take other forms.
Yeah.
But you can't have a Barbie.
No. And that's the weird thing is he looks like a baby. So we're like trying to set him up. So I can't get
Baby.
I can't get like a older looking doll because then it just feels wrong in all the ways. But then they'll find a baby and then I'm like, this feels even wronger.
Hey,
It's like, I don't know.
Jesus.
When we know, like when we find her, we'll know.
We will.
Many other souls.
Yes, I'm sure.
Many.
There are many other souls. We will eventually listen. I have a bit of a weird thing going on right now with Marketplace. I'm a bit addicted, so I gotta stop.
I can tell.
There's too many things I'm trying to buy.
Oh Lord.
So,
Anyways.
yeah. All right.
Your turn.
Well, Gertrude, we're still waiting for you and your last name. So if you could hurry up, that would be great. But in the meantime, we're on to my story. So they call it the Mother Road, a ribbon of asphalt stretching across the heart of America, carrying dreams, desperation, hope, and sometimes death. What'd you say, Harold? What'd you say?
They take other forms, many other souls. The others mean harm. There's a lot of others all of a sudden.
I know. Listen, don't worry. We won't bring others. We're just trying to find one for you, Harold.
Yeah.
Just one.
Maybe we'll bring you to pick her.
Your soul is on mute.
Your soul is on mute.
What does that mean? First of all, you little bitch, I don't have to find you nothing, okay? You'll be solo for the rest of your life.
Listen,
Maybe
she was
this is
looking
why
for
your
a
wife
girlfriend
left
for
you
you?
in the first place.
No, she was looking for a girlfriend for you and found a long lost relative of Chester. So just
Exactly.
anyways.
And I also nearly bought a coffin, but I didn't get back to her in time. And then we went away and it sold. Anyways, moving on. Tonight, we're traveling Route 66, a road famous for roadside diners, neon motels, abandoned towns, and stories of things that never quite left. Because if you listen closely along Route 66, some say the past is still hitchhiking. Route 66 once ran for nearly 2,450 miles, stretching from Chicago, Illinois, all the way to Santa Monica, California. It passed through 8 states, Illinois. What is my dog doing on there? Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. For us Canadians, okay, that doesn't mean a thing.
Listen, all I can think of is the Route 66 song, so don't worry about it.
Exactly. Let's just say it runs across quite a bit of country. Today, much of it has been bypassed, broken up, or abandoned, but pieces of it still exist. And those forgotten stretches, well, that's where the stories live on. Side note, I've actually been to Route 66 and it was on the way to the Grand Canyon. And the stretch that I went to, it was really weird because it was like very commercialized and it was as if they had little pop-up shops that were made to look old just in this tiny area, and then it was just nothing as far as the eye could see. It was really strange. Route 66 was officially established in 1926 during a time when America was changing fast. It became the main artery for Dust Bowl migrants fleeing ruined farmland, families chasing opportunities out west, soldiers returning from war, truckers, drifters, musicians, and also runaways. By the 1930s and 40s, Route 66 wasn't just a highway, it was a lifeline. But with constant
He said
traffic
shit.
came, pardon?
He said ship. I thought he said shit.
Oh, they did ship a lot of stuff along here. Well done, Harold. Thank you for paying attention. But with constant traffic came accidents, crime, poverty, and death. When the interstate highway system expanded in the 1950s and 60s, Route 66 slowly died. Businesses closed, towns emptied, and people vanished
And possessed.
and became possessed. Entire towns along Route 66 were left behind almost overnight. Places like Amboy, California, and Glenero, Texas, New Mexico are now silent ruins. Visitors report lights flickering on in buildings with no power, footsteps in empty motel hallways, radios turning on by themselves, often playing old music. Locals say the spirits of former owners and travelers refusing to leave their business that they built their lives around. One of the most common legends along Route 66 is the vanishing hitchhiker. Drivers report picking up someone, often a young woman. What's that? What did he say?
Jeff.
Jeff? Didn't we get Jeff last time? Is that spelled with a J or the G-E-O?
Jeff. My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff. So we'll see again, Jeff. We need your last name.
Ship possessed Jeff.
Oh, maybe he was a shipper, a sailor, a shipper, a sailor. We'll see. So, or maybe he was the vanishing hitchhiker. Let's see. So drivers reported picking up someone, often a young woman or weary traveler, who asked to be taken just a little further down the road. And moments later, they disappear from the seat without opening a door.
See my shadow.
Oh, yes, that's probably what would happen. Some believe these spirits are travelers who died trying to reach a better life and never made it. Truckers and late night drivers tell stories of headlights approaching at high speed and then vanishing, old-fashioned cars appearing in rearview mirrors and then gone, hearing crashes that never happened. Some claim these are echoes of fatal accidents replaying over and over on the road where they occurred. In rural stretches, especially near abandoned settlements, there are reports of children's voices heard at night. Laughter, crying, calling for help. Some legends tie these sounds to families who died during the Dust Bowl years, children who succumbed to illness, starvation, or accidents while traveling Route 66 in desperation. That's pretty creepy if you come across abandoned places and there's kids. Like, why would the kids be there? During the mid-20th century, Route 66 gained the nickname Bloody 66 because of frequent traffic accidents and deaths on its narrow, twisty stretches, well before modern highway safety standards were in place. In 1941 alone, near Fort Leonard Wood in central Missouri, 454 accidents occurred on Route 66 in just 9 months, and 54 people died, including 19 U.S. soldiers, according to historical reporting.
He said
Yes, a lot of accidents, actually. In 1953, a 1953 article from the Gallup Independent in New Mexico called Route 66, the state's most dangerous highway, reporting 110 people killed in the first 4 months of that year. Local period newspapers also reported smaller segments with dozens of fatalities over short periods. For example, 39 killed or injured between 1929 and 1931 on just one stretch in northeastern Oklahoma. Route 66 isn't haunted because of one tragedy. It's haunted because of thousands. This road carried families who lost everything, travelers who never arrived, people escaping famine, war, and poverty, countless fatal crashes before modern safety standards. It's a place soaked in emotion, hope, fear, exhaustion, and grief. And according to paranormal belief, places with intense human emotions don't let go easily. When Route 66 was abandoned, it wasn't just pavement left behind, it was stories, lives, unfinished journeys. Some say the spirits still walk the road, waiting for one last ride west. So if you ever find yourself driving a lonely stretch of Route 66
Drive.
late at night,
Just drive. He's listening.
just keep driving. If you ever find yourself driving a lonely stretch of Route 66 late at night, and you feel like someone's watching from the roadside, or you hear footsteps where there shouldn't be, don't panic. Just remember, on the Mother Road, not every traveler is alive.
He's really listening tonight.
He really is, because he doesn't have to compete with Chester, who's currently downstairs like, help me. Harold, can you hear Chester? Do you know if Chester's okay?
Is Chester doing fine with his new friend? Or is he absolutely fucking terrified? How do you feel about sharing a shelf with two others now?
Yeah.
You just let us know. All right. Well, my next one is also in the States. So Bloods Point Road, sometimes written Bloods Point as one word instead of two. So it's a rural stretch of road near Rockford in Boone County, Illinois. So it's kind of close. Not really, but kind of. Jay used to go to Rockford all the time.
Rituals here.
Oh, and there were rituals there.
So this road has built up a reputation over the years as one of the area's most infamous haunted locations, though much of what is said about it blends local history, tragic events, and ghost story folklore. So the road and nearby Bloods Point Cemetery gets its name from Arthur Blood, an early settler in the region who purchased and farmed the land there in the mid-1800s. And yes, Blood, B-L-O-O-D. The cemetery itself was established in the 1830s and over time became the burial ground for many local families. So over generations, local tales have woven a tapestry of eerie events and paranormal claims around Bloods Point. And it features haunted cemeteries and spirits. What a surprise. Bloods Point Cemetery is often cited in regional ghost lore as haunted. You must go quickly. I guess we got to go to Illinois quick.
Yeah, hurry up.
They're fast. With reported orbs, ghost dogs, and sudden cold spots, though these are like anecdotal accounts rather than actual documented phenomenon. So they're just, hearsay. Some stories also speak of restless spirits who are believed to linger near graves and under the shadow of old trees.
Oh.
The next one is Witch Beulah. The legend of Witch Beulah. So a frequently repeated legend tells of a woman nicknamed Beulah, sometimes described as a witch, who allegedly killed her children and later herself on or near the famed railroad bridge on Bloods Point Road.
Oh.
So the version
Spite.
Spite.
I bet she did do it out of spite.
So the version of the tale with the macabre supernatural details like red-eyed apparitions or demonic figures is part of haunting storytelling traditions, though there's no historical record confirming that Beulah actually existed or these, horrible things were done to these children. There is also the ghost bus and road phenomena, because every road has planning. What are you planning?
Oh God, what are you planning?
A common urban legend claims that a school bus full of children went off the old Bloods Point Bridge onto the train tracks, killing everyone on board, and that onlookers can still see ghostly lights, hear children's laughter, and or have cars mysteriously roll on their own at certain points. Ghost hunters tell of phantom vehicles and unexplained sounds along the road at night.
Damn.
So, what is actually documented on this road? Well, many of the haunted tales have no verified historical evidence behind them. So, there's no record of a fatal school bus accident. Like I said, no record of Beulah infernal, existing or anything done to children. You are kind. Investigators and local historians note that some unusual road behavior, cars moving in neutral, shifting shadows, can be explained by the road grade, wind, or optical illusions, and that much of the haunting reputations developed through local word of mouth and internet lore. So Blood Points Road combines real 19th century settlement history with pioneers like Arthur Blood and the establishment of an old cemetery, with classic haunted road elements, so isolated bridges, tales of tragedy, and whispered ghost sightings. And over time, these elements have grown into the spooky legends that are shared today.
That's insane.
We need to go.
You were gentle.
You were kind.
You were kind. You were gentle. What's going on here?
What did he say at the bottom? You are pretty. You are something.
You are beautiful. Didn't he say that?
Yeah. He's really hitting us up tonight.
I know. What are you buttering us up for? Not me. He was rude to me. But whatever. Whatever, Harold. All right. Well, my number 2. There's a road in northern New Jersey where locals won't stop their cars, where headlights catch things that shouldn't be there, and where the forest seems to watch you back. This is Clinton Road. 10 miles of pavement winding through dense woods, abandoned bridges, and decades of unanswered questions.
And nurturing.
I don't think it's very nurturing.
No.
Some say it's cursed. Others say it's a doorway. Either way, people would drive. Well, if you're approaching the road, there's not where else you can go. You got to go.
He's got a nurturing approach tonight. He's being nice. He's got a nurturing approach. Anyways, go on.
Either way, people who drive it never forget. Clinton Road is a 10-mile stretch located in West Milford in Passaic County, New Jersey. What? Who's making a noise?
There's a lot of we's tonight.
Let's hear it. Go. Exactly. It cuts directly through the New Jersey Pine Barrens style wilderness.
The Pine Barrens, eh?
Yes, the New Jersey ones,
Yeah.
of course. It's bordered by thick forest, reservoirs, long stretches with no houses, almost no streetlights. By day, it's quiet. By night, it feels completely cut off from the world. Cell service is spotty, police presence is minimal, and once you're in the middle of it, turning around doesn't always feel like an option. By the way, numerous TV shows and horror movies have been filmed on this road due to its creep factor. Movies such as Clinton Road, the movie starring Ice-T. And for all you younger viewers and listeners, Ice-T was an actor in the late 1900s who is now in Law & Order Special Victims Unit since 2000. He's the longest running actor on that show. Oh, and he used to be a rapper.
That's where us old folks know him from.
Yeah. Back before he was on Law and Order, he used to rap. I don't even know his songs. I'm sure I would if I knew them. Anyways, doesn't matter. Clinton Road was constructed in the early 1900s, around the time that Ice-T used to be a rapper, and as a rural connected route for smaller communities, logging operations, and reservoir access. For decades, it was just another forest road, but as traffic increased and stories spread, Clinton Road developed a reputation. By the 1960s and 70s, locals were already whispering warnings. Don't stop. Don't get out of your car and never drive it alone at night. This is the it's a what?
Raymond.
Raymond. You know what? I'm getting really sick of you ghosts.
Maybe
Spitting out your names.
Raymond. I don't know. Many soldiers here, Raymond.
Oh, is Raymond a soldier? Well, Jeff is not in any of the
Pilot.
He's a pilot.
Oh, not a soldier. Okay.
Listen, no,
Or maybe he's a pilot soldier. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. We need your last name, Raymond. This is how it works. Don't interrupt
at
me.
least some really good identifying information, like you're from.
Where are you from, Raymond, the soldier pilot?
Or year.
Last name, year, home address, social security number.
Date of birth.
That would be
Glenn.
helpful.
Glenn. Glenn Raymond
Glenn?
or Raymond Glenn need trust. He needs to trust us before
Glenn or Glend?
Glenn, Glenn.
Okay, that's what I
but
thought.
He needs to trust
us.
He needs to trust us before he gives us any more information.
Okay. You can trust us. We're beautiful. And what was the other thing? Caring and kind. Or whatever it was Harold said.
Kind and gentle.
And compassionate.
Nurture.
Give us all the fucking information we need, Raymond. Okay.
All right.
This is the most famous Clinton Road legend. Drivers say if you stop on the bridge over Dead Man's Curve and toss a coin into the water below, the spirit of a young boy who allegedly drowned there decades ago will throw it back. People report coins landing at their feet, splashing sound with no movement in the water, feeling something brush past them. Skeptics say it's a prank. Believers say it's a child who never made it home. There are no factual reports of any drowning at this location, but folklore states a small boy was playing on the bridge, dropped his penny or quarter, and it fell off the bridge when bending down to retrieve it. And he fell off the bridge when bending down to retrieve it, too close to the water's edge.
House.
Other stories report he was walking over the bridge or playing at the side of the bridge and a car hit him. The driver threw his body over the bridge to cover up the tragedy. Clinton Road is infamous for sightings of animals that don't exist. Drivers report large black dogs standing motionless in the road. Deer with glowing or reflective eyes that don't move when you approach them. So in other words, every fucking deer you've ever seen, that's exactly how deer act. First of all, they have very reflective eyes. And there's a reason it says deer in the headlights, because they literally don't move.
Yeah. They're
not
creepy
supernatural. Debunked. Animals that vanish instantly when headlights hit them. Again, I feel like this is most animals and not really ghostly ones. Some believe they are spirit guardians. Others say they're omens, warning to turn back. One of the darkest stories tied to Clinton Road involves alleged KKK activity in the mid-20th century. Sudden twist to our very pleasant episode so far. According to the legend, the road was once used for secret KKK meetings. Cars were chased, surrounded, or forced to stop. Some travelers were never seen again. While documented evidence is scarce, many locals swear the tension on the road feels old, like something hateful never fully left. Multiple drivers have reported being chased by a large truck with no visible driver. The truck appears suddenly in the rearview mirrors, following aggressive and disappearing when the driver pulls over or accelerates. Some believe it's tied to fatal logging or transport accidents from the road's early days. Those brave or foolish enough to stop their cars report screams coming from the deep in the woods, whispering voices near the roadside, shadow figures moving between the trees, And several witnesses say the forest feels too quiet right before creepy sounds begin. Clinton Road isn't haunted by just one spirit. It's haunted by layers of spirits. Accidental deaths, alleged drowning, violent folklore, deep isolation, and decades of fear feeding the legends. Paranormal researchers believe the road acts like a conductor, absorbing energy from tragedy, paranoia, and imagination. And once a place becomes known as dangerous or cursed, fear itself may be enough to keep that alive. Some say the forest amplifies sound. Some say locals exaggerate stories to scare outsiders. But others insist something is very wrong there. Something watches from the trees. If you've ever or if you ever drive Clinton Road after midnight, keep your doors locked, keep your headlights on, and whatever you do, don't stop for anything standing on the road, because on Clinton Road, not everything that wants your attention wants you to leave.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. CSI. No, it's a CSI. Law and Order. Special Unit Victim. I'm ISP.
Oh my
Insert
God.
a rap song I sang right here. I don't know any. I should have Googled his rap songs.
You should have.
What are some of his songs?
I don't even know.
Exactly. That's how ancient he is, kids. I'm sure people are screaming at us right now, being like, let me Google it right now. Talk amongst yourselves, everyone. Google.com.
I was looking up Raymond Glenn's and Glenn Raymond's while you were listening as you were talking. I found a few, but none of them are matching any pilots.
Rapper.
But yeah.
All right, let's see some of his famous songs. Colors.
Nora.
6 in the morning. 6
Nora.
in the morning. You played yourself.
Nora.
Jack Hustler. I'm the
Nora. He says Nora. Nora.
And do you have a last name, Nora?
It says Hope
Right.
Nora. Nora Hope.
Till 6 in the morning.
That's because songs
No,
gonna be stuck in your head
That's not even the song.
all fucking night now.
That's not even the song. Fuck off, Ice Cube. You know what? Stick to what you do best. Staying in the past. Boom!
You are enough.
No.
Thanks.
Oh my God, we're hilarious. All right.
We were about to get
Well-
canceled by a friggin' ancient rapper.
Whatever. What's he gonna do?
I don't want to know.
Listen, if we got noticed by Ice-T, I think we'd be more than happy. I was like, what? Oh, yeah, you're right. Anyways, my last one here. So I am going to do another one that's in Ontario, and it has fact and it has legend, and that would be Kirby Road, which is in Vaughan.
Oh.
Yeah. So there has been over the years so many different things about Kirby Road. And they say it's haunted. I've never been, actually. It's one of the roads I've never been on. But there is actually, so we're going to start off with first. And this is from 1993. So it's the real tragedy. And I apologize if I completely butcher this poor woman's last name, or girl, I should say. So the one actual documented incident that seems to have sparked much of Kirby Road's
I've
haunted
been here 500 years.
haunted lore was a fatal car crash that happened on November 1st, 1993. So a group of teenage girls lost control of their vehicle on part of Kirby Road. And one of the girls, 15-year-old Selena Degasperis, I'm pretty sure.
Good job.
It's me they see. Really?
Oh,
You didn't even let me finish this. Was thrown from the vehicle and died of her injuries on the scene. So in the years after the crash, locals placed a roadside memorial tombstone marking the site. Unusual because most roadside memorials are smaller crosses or bouquets rather than a full gravestone. This was a full gravestone. And I will post pictures so everyone can see. So some people visiting the site later claimed to experience odd things, lights, flashing lights, strange noises, or a figure It's me they see. Spotted where the tombstone stood.
Did it
Now,
say that again?
no, I did. I repeated it.
Okay.
The tombstone, I believe, was removed, so it is no longer there. So over time, multiple ghost stories and urban legends have grown around Kirby Road. But this is the one that seems to garner the most. So legends say that if you stop near where the tombstone once stood, you might hear tapping on your car or see the figure of a young girl, sometimes described as sitting in a tree or darting into nearby fields. However, investigators who looked into these claims found no confirmed paranormal evidence, and eyewitness descriptions vary greatly. For example, the age of the apparition, how tall it was, all that kind of stuff. So another thing about Kirby Road is something called the Hell House and Phantom Truck. So several spooky stories grew up along the road. So you have the Hell House, an abandoned farmhouse and barn that people claimed was haunted. So this above, with tales, no facts, no records of family murders or even KKK meetings there. But here's the thing. There's no verified historical records to support those claims. And over time, exaggeration became legend. So legend became fact. And that house has since been demolished due to decay, trespassing, and safety concerns.
Of course.
And then you also have phantom vehicles. So there's been tales of a truck with a single headlight chasing or passing drivers under an overpass. That's part of this lore, but there's no documented origin for it. So these extra stories appear to have been added after the road had already gained a haunted reputation rather than coming from verified events. However, in pop culture, what a surprise, the myths around Kirby Road were fictionalized in a film called The Haunted House on Kirby Road.
It's an actual movie?
Yeah, it was made in 2016. It is a horror movie loosely inspired by the idea of a haunted location on the road, i.e. the Hell House. Oppression. But it's pure fiction and not a documentary on the real road's history. Again, 100% sensationalized, peoples. So is Kirby Road? Don't fear us. Well, I don't. So is Kirby Road truly haunted? Well, there are real tragedies associated with the road, especially with the death of Selena, and the eerie setting of parts of the road, dark, rural, quiet at night, and that can fuel these spooky stories. But many seem to be just dramatic legends with no real historical facts to them. But with any tragedy, just remember that it's important to remember that behind many of these stories there was a real teenager who lost her life due to a really tragic accident. So urban legends often blur fact and fiction, and sometimes they unintentionally disrespect the memory of actual people and their families. So if you are going to go out to Kirby Road, just be respectful. And remember, somebody did lose their life there, and it's a really triggering spot for some people. To always be respectful.
That's kind of
cool. Just because somebody dies on a road or in a house or on a piece of property doesn't mean it's them that's haunting it.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Well, I am also fairly close to home with my last one. There's a quiet stretch of pavement on the eastern edge of Toronto, almost hidden between Siberia.
Oh, there was an incident.
Is downstairs in my spare bedroom. Is that what happened? Is that where the incident happened?
Did Chester fall?
Are you dead?
Was he pushed? No, yeah, like he's gonna answer.
He comes crawling up the stairs. Save me.
Help! Help!
Oh God. All right, let's
go once if you need help.
The trouble is they both jingle. So maybe the other one, the evil twin, is jingling like,
and you go down and you see poor Chester tied up.
Exactly. And the other one gets me this is crazy. All right. There's a quiet stretch of pavement on the eastern edge of Toronto, almost hidden between suburbia and deep forest. The homes fade away, the street lights grow dim, and then there's the bridge. Locals whisper that if you walk that bridge at night, and sing a certain song, you might hear a voice crying back to you. Tonight, we dive into the legend of Old Finch Road, the ghostly tales that haunt this forgotten corner of Scarborough. Old Finch Road, also called Old Finch Avenue, lies in the Scarborough section of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It stretches eastward from the urban grid and gradually slips into forested land near the Rouge River. I think I totally messed up the entire sentence. Anyways, listen, we're going on very little sleep from a weekend of investigating. I don't even know. I think I slept yesterday, but not really very
I
well.
am Bram.
I am Bram. Where's Sharon and Lois?
I don't get that reference because I'm cool. Okay. The most talked about
You are
spot.
definitely not Canadian.
Nope. The most talked about spot is a Bailey Bridge over the Rouge River, a narrow historic one-lane span still in use today. Here, the streetlights are few, the woods are thick, and the silence is very heavy, a setting that easily fuels imaginations once the sun goes down. Unlike major highways, Old Finch Road doesn't have decades of highway development, closures, and bypasses behind it. The more factual history begins with the Old Finch Avenue Bailey Bridge, built in 1954 by Canadian military engineers after Hurricane Hazel washed out the previous structure. Since then, the road has continued to connect parts of Scarborough to the rural east, but it has never lost that lonely, out-of-place feel once you pass the edge of suburbia and cross into forest.
My throat hurt at the end. Bram's throat hurt at the end.
Wow, that's very strange.
It's very specific.
Yes, maybe it's about this girl right here. The most persistent legend tied to Old Finch Road is the story of a young girl who is said to haunt the Bailey Bridge. According to law, a girl was murdered on or near the bridge on her birthday. If you walk onto the bridge at night and sing happy birthday, you might hear her scream or cry out. Some versions even suggest specific ways to summon the sound, like shouting her name, though there's no universally agreed upon version. And here's a key point. There are no official records confirming that a murder happened here, nor any named victims tied to the story. Despite local belief and retellings, police records and newspaper articles don't reflect a documented murder on that bridge. Still, many people claim that they have heard something. Screams or shrieks echoing from the darkness, footsteps following them even when no one is there, eerie sensations on or near the bridge at night. Whether it's the imagination filling in quiet spaces or something more, many find the experience unnerving. Near the bridge where the road runs close to the railway tracks, another spooky narrative has cropped up. Some people claim that cars stall inexplicably near the tracks at night, headlights flicker or vehicles slow without mechanical cause.
The road.
Is that what he said? Oh my God.
He said the road. He's listening to you. He didn't give a shit about what I had to say.
Some even report handprints on their cars after parking near the tracks. There's a related school bus accident story that sometimes applies here, though this specific crash near Old Finch Road doesn't appear in historical records and likely migrated from other ghost story traditions. Just off of Old Finch Road, around old cemeteries and the surrounding forest near an abandoned church, which there is, and I sent that to you because we got to go check out that church. Some have claimed to hear moans and groaning noises coming from the graveyard, unexpected lights or figures, sounds that don't seem to match any known animal. Skeptics point out that nearby animal pens at the Toronto Zoo, particularly peacocks, can produce chilling, high-pitched cries that carry far at night. potentially explaining some of the reports. That's true. Peacocks sound
Peacocks, yes,
fucking crazy.
but they don't sound like a human crying. Like I can hear it in my head right now, and they don't
Me
sound like a
too.
human, right? Like
No, but I suppose if you've never heard a peacock before, Kathy. So on the weekend, there were birds outside the window, and they were
yeah,
making like a really high pitched, almost like a scream.
yeah,
And Kathy's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "It's a bird," and she's like, "I've never heard a bird sound like that. It's not a bird." I'm like, "It's a bird.
it's a bird.
It's
Yeah,
a bird." So who knows? We may know of other chilling secrets that area holds that can explain some of the noises. Um, Finding out that there's an old cemetery and abandoned church got me really excited. So here's a little more about that church. Known historically as the Hillside Methodist Church, built in 1877 in what was once the small rural community called Hillside. It served settlers in the area and was part of the early Scarborough circuit of Methodist churches. The surrounding cemetery is the burial ground for early residents and local families of that era, including predominant settlers like the Swell, Reeser, and Pierce families. I apologize if I butchered your last name.
nope.
According to heritage documentation, the church still largely retains its original interior and exterior, reflecting its 19th century construction. While the church building still stands, it has not held regular worships for many years. This has led to a quite unused appearance that seems abandoned, especially after dark, even though the structure is of historical significance, not simply a forgotten ruin. Many small rural churches in the Toronto area were gradually used less often as the population shifted and congregations consolidated elsewhere. In this case, the hillside community faded over time, leaving the church as one of the few reminders of the settlers. The graves in the cemetery date back well over a century and contain the remains of early settlers to the Scarborough area. It's one of the few surviving physical links to the old hillside community. Because the cemetery is historic and on private historical land, it isn't maintained like a modern active burial ground, which
Carol.
contributes to its overgrown or creepy appearance at night. Some visitors have reported strange sounds, moaning, groaning, and unexpected lights around the church and cemetery at night, and paranormal enthusiasts attribute this to spirits or residual energies. While local legend sometimes blames the cemetery and church into ghost tales, there's no documented violent event at the cemetery or church itself tied to these stories of hauntings. The real history is one of community life and death over many decades, not a single dramatic tragedy.
Mhm.
Old Finch Road's haunting reputation hasn't been forged in documented tragedy, at least not in the way some legends suggest. Instead, it's a blend of eerie geography, deep woods and isolation, long-standing ghost lore handed down through generations, and a string of personal accounts shared at night around campfires or in online forums. Stories like the birthday girl because they stick because they tap into fear of being alone in the woods, anticipation of the unknown, and the emotional power of ritual, like singing a song you associate with celebration in a dark place. That's creepy and spooky. This combination of atmosphere and narrative keeps the legends alive even without formal documentation. So the next time you find yourself on Old Finch Road at night, crossing that narrow bridge over the Rouge River, reciting Happy Birthday into the darkness, remember the line between fear we imagine and fear we feel can be thinner than you think.
Dun, dun, dun. And Harold says, something is wrong. Flashing.
Oh, well, yes,
and-
there are flashing lights in and around that
and
area.
Geraldine, something is wrong. Flashing.
Geraldine. Now we got some crazy names. Geraldine, Gertrude, Glenn,
Nora.
Nora. Well, I mean, I can find. Let's see, Nora. I don't know that there's a Nora.
Nora. I already was looking while you were
There's
talking.
one Nora. Nora Kathleen Venning Little. I mean, I found Gertrude. I found Glenn. I found Raymond and Nora, but without a last name, I don't know who you are.
I know. And he said attic.
You're in
Richard.
my attic? Richard. Oh, for God's sake.
Geraldine Richard. I don't know. Now I
How you
have
s-
to look.
Geraldine. Let's have a look. There's no Geraldine in that cemetery. I'm sure there's a Richard.
I'm just like finding graves on the Find a Grave website. And then I just type in, since we're in Oshawa.
Richard
Oh,
George
not
Wolfe.
USA.
No.
All right, search.
I didn't even think to do it down by you.
No matches
As
found.
it's-
Okay, cool. You lied. Anyways.
No matches for Geraldine?
Oh, you are amazing. I know I am, but you know. I wonder if it's Richards. Let's do S. Enter. No matches found. All right. Let's refine it. I bet you if I just type in Ontario, it'll think something. Let's see. Ontario. Search. 15 matches. 15 matches. How am I supposed to find? Let's refine the search and take the S off of that. Richard. Enter. 16 matches. Well, the closest one would be in Huron County, Egmondville. Edgemond. I think. Yeah.
What? Ajabajamond.
Hula. Anyways. But that's haunted roads. There's tons of haunted roads. Like I even have a list of others from around the world. So you've got like the A75 Kinmount Strait in Scotland, the E8 Expressway in Malaysia, Wakehurst Parkway in Australia, the B3212 in Stream in Dartmoor, Devon, which is in the UK. The A666 Great Manchester, UK. La Rumorosa in Mexico. The N9 National Road in South Africa. The Tuen Mun Road in Hong Kong. The M6 motorway in the UK and Belchin Tunnel in Switzerland. Those are some of the ones that pop up when you look up haunted roads and highways.
Not to mention most of the roads in Greece. I had a friend who is Greek, and she's like, every time you go home and you go to the village, you go up the winding like cliffs essentially, and there's no barriers. Like over there in the Mediterranean, they're just like, good luck everybody, and off you go, and you just hope that you arrive alive. And she's like, most people just go off the cliff. So all of the things, the roads are lined with crosses of people who have died. And then my stepkids went there last summer, and they're like, it was really creepy when we were driving. There's all these like gravestones on the side of the road. I'm like, yeah, that's from all the people dying. And they're like, well, we could tell why from friggin' the way people drive.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's just like driving up Highway 17 or 11. They're everywhere. Even Highway 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say the highway we just came home on.
Beaverton. Like there's like 4 or 5 like right there, like coming into Beaverton. It's pretty
young.
It's pretty young, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Evie's young. She's also a heffalump. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
We're
not nasty.
We're not nasty.
We're not nasty. Oh, sneaky baby.
Your dog is a suck. Mine's just lying on the floor.
She's also trying. Okay, there we go.
Yes,
Yes, we're here.
Yes, we're still here. We're still on the podcast. Sorry,
We
everyone.
are. We're still
I was too
recording.
busy with my puppy.
Yeah,
She's trying to strangle me.
Yep. She's like, love me, mom. But anyways, if you've been to one of the roads or have driven on one of the roads or have investigated one of the roads that we talked about tonight, we'd love to hear your experiences. Or if you traveled on a road we didn't talk about or even mention that you believe is haunted or had a weird experience, let us know. We'd love to hear about it. So you can send your stories to our Facebook when we post. You can, take us in your stories, or you can email them to us. So paranormal podcast, PAREHNORMAL podcast at gmail.com. We'd love to hear it. And maybe we do another one about other roads in the future.
Yeah,
or
definitely.
If you've had experiences, maybe we'll just do a whole listeners episode of people's weird driving experiences. We've all had weird
Absolutely.
things. Yeah, so that's this episode. The next week is all about monsters.
Yes, monsters.
Monsters. It's gonna be intense. Yeah.
It is gonna be intense, I think.
Monsters from around the world. So yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, but that is it, everyone. And was super nice out, and it's gonna be okay tomorrow, and maybe thunderstorms, and then it's going back to fucking winter.
And just a little, and it's only a couple of centimeters, and I will not accept anything else.
I don't even
nature.
I'm not accepting that. They're calling for 5 centimeters one day. That's not a couple. That's too much.
Well, it was 10, so now it's gone down to 5, so we're good. So now it will
It'll
just be
probably
snow.
go back up.
I mean, rain.
Next time I'll look, it'll be my demise. It'll be 25 because I'm so sick of it. How do you go from 16 degrees to 1?
I know.
Right?
But and the good thing,
hold on. 0. They just changed it. Thursday's going to be 0. 0. 16 to 0. This is Celsius, people. Just a heads up.
Well, I mean, it's very scary here if all of the snow melts really, really quickly. So I'm kind of glad it's going in little stages.
Oh, not tomorrow. We're going to get dumped on with rain. So don't worry.
Oh,
we're going to have...
sakes.
So my neighbor's backyard, I call it Lake Oshawa because it's literally Lake Oshawa. It's encroaching on my property now.
Oh, no.
But yeah.
Well, the creek that runs through our property is already... It's actually down by the culvert. It's already like spilled out all over the place. I'm more just worried the septic and all that stuff if we get way too much water.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty sight.
No.
But if it just sort of slowly melts, we're good. So we'll see.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's the only thing I like about being out in the city is I don't have to worry about that because if something goes wrong, that's their fault. They figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if it's on.
It'll be fine.
Not in my house.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh well, it's bedtime. We're tired, and yeah. So a few more episodes, and we'll be back in our happy place.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Should we do a lot? Well, we'll obviously going live when we're there, but I'm wondering if we should go live on like the paranormal stuff too.
Can we? I guess Facebook?
On Facebook, obviously.
Yeah, we'll do both. I'll go on.
He said goodbye. He's done.
Sorry, I'm past his bedtime. Well, we can I can go on live on this one, and you can go live on the Paranormal Seekers one.
Yeah, and I know
we
we can
double
do
team
YouTube.
it.
We can do YouTube for the paranormal one too, Paranormal Seekers one. So I don't know.
Oh, good.
Maybe we could do YouTube.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It out. I just can't wait to get there.
Yeah, yes. Me too. It's only been forever.
I know.
And a day. But anyways, all right, everyone. Have a great week. Stay warm. Stay dry.
Cheerio.
We'll see you next week with some monsters. Maybe this one. And his buds.
Yeah, I'll have both of them, I'm sure.
Maybe we'll just let you have both. And he could take a break. And then what do we have after that? Oh, maybe the one where we talk about do ghosts travel? Can they leave? We'll have them all. Maybe they'll travel.
Fuck. No, you and I won't even get a word in edgeway. We'll just be like, but because they'll just be like firing off. Or it will be weirdly, creepily quiet, and we're like, what's happening?
It's gonna be Francis.
No, I refuse to have any more names without last names. Goodbye.
Help.
Help! Francis, help! Help! Don't leave yet.
I will help you, Francis, but we need a last name, darling. Last name.
My dog wants out now, so it is goodbye.
It is. Goodbye, everyone. Until
Have a
next
great week,
week.
everyone. We'll see you for some monsters. Bye.